Good afternoon and welcome again to another weekly review on GBPUSD. This is the sixth week of review in 2024. We thank God for how far we've come, and we believe that by God's grace, we'll be alive to do this till the end of 2024. Once again, it's your host, Bearable King, and today, it's now my norm. I'd like to be sharing a word with us, a word of knowledge that we could actually apply to our lives and apply it to our trading. Okay, and the word is taken from the book of First Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 18 and 19, and it reads, "Let no man deceive himself. If any man amongst you seemeth to be wise in this world, let him become foolish, that he may be wise. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with God. For it is written, He taketh the wise in his own craftiness." All right. So, what does this portion of the Bible talk about? So, you see, in life, there are some people that they feel like they are the smartest people in the room, and they are always trying to find ways to outsmart other people, take advantage of other people, you know, do things that they believe is in their own best interest because they feel they are wise. You understand? In Nigeria, we have a saying, you think say you wise. So a lot of people think they are actually very wise. They think they are too smart. They always try to apply this to everything that concerns their lives. But there's something I'd like to tell you. No matter how smart a person is, he can never be smarter than God. Quote me anywhere. No matter how wise a person may think he is, he can never be smarter than God, right? This same thing I also apply to forex trading. So by God's grace, I count myself as a smart person, and I can tell you something for free. Statistics has it that the people that feel they are smart in forex trading are usually the people that find it hard to make money from trading. For example, it is easier for a laborer, a bricklayer, um, to make money from forex trading than a lawyer, because a lawyer is dependent on his wisdom, right? I I grew up in the business world. I worked in the financial institution, and I brought my wisdom into forex trading at the beginning, right? And I noticed that I was always trying to find a way to beat the market. I was trying to find a way to find the holy grail, 100% assurance that the market will go in my favor. Sometimes I predict the probability that, okay, if I've lost three times, then the fourth time I should make more profit. So I increase my leverages and things like that. If you're people, if you're one of those people in that group trying to outsmart the market, stop it, because it is foolishness in the eye of the market. I've seen a lot of great traders crumble because they always felt they were smart, right? Now, why am I saying this? Forex trading is the simplest business you can ever come across, right? For example, let me give you a quick strategy. If you use the SMA 20 and SMA 50, if the 20 crosses above 50, look for opportunities to buy. If it crosses below 50, look for opportunities to sell. As simple as that strategy is, if you're able to obey and follow the rules of that strategy, you would make money. But people now try to become wise, and they try to increase the accuracy and try to ensure that they get the system perfectly. They get the entry perfectly. They minimize the risk too. You see people post, oh, I had zero drawdown. I aim for zero drawdown. What they're trying to do is they're trying to remove the risk. And the truth there is, as long as you're going to click buy or sell, you can never completely remove the risk involved in trading. So a lot of people try to outsmart the system. And my word for you today is just stop it. Just follow the rules of the game. It's a probability system. Backtest your strategy. Have your strategy. Backtest your strategy. Know your win rate. Know your accuracy level. Apply that to risk management. rinse and repeat till it becomes a habit and you become a successful trader. All right. So I hope with this word I've been able to help someone out there before we go into what we're expecting from GBP USD this week. All right. So let's go into the chat. Quickly. All right. All right. Okay. So we're currently on the daily time frame. Today I'm going to be doing things a bit differently so that I'll be quick and straight to the point. Now, as far back as last year, I think. Yep. Yeah. Last year. All right, so since December 14th, 2023, the market has entered a range. The range is pretty clear and pretty obvious, right? And that's the reason why a lot of traders have been losing their accounts because they don't understand the time and seasons of the market, right? The market has been ranging. If you're not skilled enough, it's not advisable to trade. Okay, so you can see that the market has been going up and down. It came into the zone, came down, came up, came down, came up here, came down here, came up again, came down here, came up, came down, came up, and now it's back down. Now, these are tight ranges, and for me, once I see a range that has gone beyond 20 days like this is almost about 40 days now, right? It's most likely going to be a reversal pattern. Now, if you followed me clearly, I did mention that we had a demand zone somewhere around here. Now, it depends on what you want to call it. Some people call it demand zone, some people call it order blocks, some people call it support areas and whatnot, right? So we have an area here. So from here, I can now anticipate that the market may do what? Pull upwards a bit, then maybe pull down before going up, in line with my first analysis for the year, right? So we want to see what the market is going to play out for this week. But for this week, I'm expecting the market to drop. However, this is the daily time frame. We still need to go to a lower time frame to see what the market is doing. So you can see the range here. The market has been ranging. I'm expecting that the market is going to drop, but I want to see what is happening on the lower time frame so I'll know what to expect for next week. Okay? All right. So on the 4-hour time frame, right? On the 4-hour time frame, there's the 4-hour time frame. Now, you would observe this is the 4-hour time frame. Let me zoom out a bit. Okay, fantastic. So this is the move from the downside till the market came up to this area. Now, after the market came up to this area, you will notice that we have a supply zone up here that has not been tested, which means that you can see the market came from this down part, right? The market came from down here and immediately it got here, it started ranging, right? You can see the range as clear as daylight. Okay, so the market started ranging. Now what has been happening? The market gets to the support area and does what? Bounces off. Gets to the support area, bounces off. But at this point, the market now created a confirmed low, right? But also did what? Bounced off that level. Now, in all its movement, it hasn't tested this supply zone, right? So I want to watch what would happen around here because there is a possibility of this market still doing what? Running to this upside and then doing what? Coming straight down, right? It is possible for the market to throw a move like this week. So what I would be doing is I want to wait and see what the market does this week. Now remember that I've already mentioned on the daily time frame that I'm expecting the market to drop. However, on the 4-hour time frame, I can see a gap and a supply zone that hasn't been tested yet. And you can see here, the market created a low here, created an equal low here, created a lower low, right? So this is the last high, this is the last low. It is possible that this market may still do what? Run to the upside before doing what? Coming downwards. Now, the reason why the market may do that is simply to invite buyers, take out sellers that came in early, then take out the buyers before everybody now comes on board. Okay, it's a form of manipulation. I know. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, this was the supply zone we spoke about. Now, the reason why I did this is because if you zoom out a bit, you would notice that we had a demand zone here. And what happened? The market came to tap this demand zone and the market has pushed upwards. Okay, so this week I am particularly interested in the candlestick pattern that would form around here. So for example, if I see something like this from here now, the market pulls down, pushes up like this, then I know there's a possibility that the price will do what? Come to this zone. Okay. Alternatively, if the market gives me a move like this, breaks below, I know even if the market pulls back, right, say to somewhere around here, I know the market is going to do what? Continue going down. All right, so let me change this to red. Okay, so the market currently, with the push that happened last week, gave a push to this level, but the structure is still intact. It is still within that range. So right now, anything can still happen. The market can still push upwards, or the market can break below and continue the downwards movement. So Monday would help us understand, or later this evening would help us understand what the market wants to do, and then from there we'll know how to trade for the rest of the week. Now I'm looking at the entire week. We do not really have news this week, as you can see. We just have ISPM services. We don't really have any news for this week, unlike last week. So I can comfortably say this week we should expect what's it called? The technicals to be in charge of the market and not the fundamentals. Okay. So till next week, remain safe, remain blessed, and see you profitable next week. Bye bye.